Hello darklings, my name is Sanniz, I'm a Swedish goth, and today it's a little chat video only. But first we take the intro and see you soon.
Welcome to Sanniz, Swedish elder goth. Not just stuck in one box. My channel is about everything. Not just goth!
Hello darklings, my name is Sanniz, I'm a Swedish goth, and today we're just gonna do a chat video because it's so humid and it's still hot, even if we had thunder. So now all the rain and everything make it even more humid. So I feel like I'm gonna die, and I'm very surprised that I still have my makeup intact, because I was thinking this is gonna melt away because I can see the sweat come in my forehead when I look in the mirror. And I feel so hot, even if I try to take a little less with clothes that type of way. So, what are we up to? Chat. Boring chat. But first, what? So we start with the first thing. When you see this one, I only have 3 more weeks to work at my work before I start a new job. So that's a good thing. And I have been borrowed out to another part of the company too this week. And it looks like I might be the whole next week too. So that's exciting to actually do something else for a change. But that means that I'm gonna pick a lot of hockey gear or roller skate gear too. So you can be very happy that too, but not in the same way. But at least the time goes and I'm counting down. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, we got thunder yesterday. When I film this is Saturday, so you're gonna see it tomorrow because I put up the video during Sundays. So yeah, but I thought it should be better. Yeah, outside is a bit better temperature for the moment, even if it's really humid, because if we had rain before again this morning, but it didn't help really, and we got really high humidity inside in the flat, and it's very hot inside here too, and we still don't have any air conditioning. I didn't want to put on the fan too in the background because that could disturb everything, so I skipped it. And I was thinking, what should I do, because it's too hot. I haven't done any video in advance this time, so I need to do something. But instead I decided I go on the internet and I did some orders, and this time I tried a new place. It's like thrift shopping on internet, and this place is called Selfie. I'm not sure you have it in other countries. You might have, I'm not sure. I haven't checked that much, but you can go thrift shopping there too. But I discovered one thing when it comes to brands like Killstar, Dark in Love, Hell Bunny, and all that type of thing, that are typical alternative and gothic brands. Then the prices start to go up much, and I mean much, because some things I was it's even more expensive than buy the things new on the different brands pages. So that's ridiculous. It's not the way thrift shopping should be, and I wonder how they actually put the prices. But when I did an order, I did order some different items for myself, but I also ordered 2 items for Trevor. But hopefully I can do that unboxing next week, because hopefully I got it this week that's coming, because they said it should come before the weekend. So we have to see. So that was one of the good news. So what's more? And yeah, thrift shopping is one way to save money on too. So we all do our part. I don't always buy new things. I don't always buy from Shein. But, you know, sometimes I don't have that much money and I can't find the things I want. I have been searching around in shops here too, even in thrift shops. But it's a little hard. I have a very usual size nowadays. So if it's something interesting, it's gone. And then it's either way too big now for me or too small still, because I'm not gonna want to lose more weight. But I also do a lot of do-it-yourself. I do jewelry, I do miniature top hats, I do other home decoration, I do all types of jewelry, I do clothes from scratch, for an example, and I also do it-yourself when it comes to clothes I have bought. And just buying a plain t-shirt. I have shown, I think I did a video when I did this one. So this is actually a very simple way to do it. You use a scissor, and you can use some safety pins too. This one I actually have changed the neckline on and used the sewing machine to sew the edges onto. But then you just do a lot of those patterns. But this t-shirt might start to be too big for me, so I'm not sure. So we have to see if that's something I'm gonna keep, or I might send it to a friend that I know can use this type of size too. But that's a very easy way. If you're not good at sewing, use a scissor. You can do how many different type of holes and stretch them carefully, because to get this effect, I'm gonna show a little closer. So to get this effect on the fabric, you need to pull everything. And sorry if the light goes strange. I have the natural light, no ring light today, so I wanted to have it this way. So that's an easy way to do it. Take a scissor. I should prefer a scissor that's made for this type of fabrics, but don't cut anything else with it, because then you destroy the scissor, and those scissors are usually much more expensive than a normal one you use in the kitchen or in the home. So be aware about that thing. And like safety pins, you can buy cheap. You can sew on zippers and all type of things. And if you had like long sleeves on it, you could cut them off and then put them together with this, stripes that you attach with some type of hooks too, and got that little more industrial type of thing. I usually did that especially for guys when I was younger, because they wanted to have that type of tops when it was very into having those strip pants in the cyber goth type of look, and then I love to have long sleeves that was cut off and put together with this strap with hooks on. And that's a brilliant thing to do. What are we gonna talk about more? This video gonna be very strange for you, don't it? Then we have other YouTubers to do it-yourself video. I know that Angela Benedict just released one. I haven't watched it yet when I do this video, but I will do it because I'm very interested in what she's up to. And she do amazing do-it-yourself that she also sells in her own shops on the internet. So just go to her page and you can find out. And if you live in the States, of course, it's much easier to buy from her too. But she do amazing things and you can do it yourself. And like she said, the problem we have, many people want to see do-it-yourself. But how many are really watching them? I have done the same, because I had requests about do-it-yourself videos too. But often it's less people than normally that watch those videos. So what's up with you folks? If you want to see do-it-yourself video, you need to watch them too. It's a lot of more work than doing just a normal chatty one thing, or standing and doing some makeup look. I don't know. And what do we have more? We have my friend Gothic Starraven. Starraven's Gothic Eternity, I mean. She did a very good video about the different makeup looks from the 70s up to today. My only issue I had, like I was writing in a comment, that she did it too perfect in the beginning. But I still think the makeup looks were fantastic. It's just that we didn't have liquid eyeliner back then. So everything looks so much more perfect than I remember. And especially when I go back to old pictures and you go and take a really close look at them, you're gonna see you couldn't do those lines we have today. I couldn't even do the lines I have today. And yeah, if you take a look. This eyeliner, even if it's not a big wing, I couldn't do that back then. It didn't look like it. And we used an eyeliner pen that we had to use a lighter to soften the edge with, because else you should poke your eyes off, even try to get a color on your poor eyelids to get the eyeliner look. So you know that. But I can recommend that video anyway, because it's really great. So what's more going on in our Gothic world? And of course, if you're into a lot of different type of talking about music, especially alternative music, not just goth, but the majority gonna be goth in some type of under the umbrella, is go to by Candlelight. And he's awesome. He can a lot of music and he can describe it so well. So it's so fascinating to even listen to that thing. Even if you haven't heard about this band he talk about for a moment, you still got the feeling for it and get that interest to actually take a listen to it. Or maybe look at the video too, because sometimes the video make you even be more interested of the band. Remember, that was the way YouTube started. before all the copyright claims that I feel a bit ridiculous sometimes. And what more could we recommend? It's a little hard sometimes when you're just gonna talk about different things. And like I said, I had put in an order. I might do another type of order too. I'm not sure yet, but we have to see in the future. I wanted to go out too and do some nature type of video again, but it depends on the weather too and how wet it's in the nature, because you can't just clamp out and think it's fun because you need to see where you're going to so you don't slip or something, and it's not directly the best day to go out and film on in that type of case either. And now when I'm back to work, I have less times. More channels I can recommend is Black Friday, and she's actually have lots more lives now, so go ahead. I love it, I love it, I love it. And please do respect that she don't want to have this thing that was going on before about her to continue, especially if you just use it for like a clickbait to gain your own followers or monetized money or whatever, because she's so tired of seeing those videos come up. So please, please, please stop. And to this type of things with fetishize goths, stop with that too. We don't want it. Don't write to a goth, oh, you look sexy, you look hot, or something like that. It's nothing we want to hear. If you were on OnlyFans, maybe that was the right place to go. But this is YouTube, remember that. Be respectful, be nice. And for being nice, I have my friend Lucky Blake, that is a perfect person when it comes to send the positive vibes. So I think go and check Lucky Blake if you have the chance. It's the Victorian Vampire Graveyard. So go ahead. I can't tag people. Don't think I'm gonna tag them in this video either. Gonna see if I remember, but I know that Lucky is a little harder to tag because for some reason I can't do it. And I got my friend Awidi, that is in US, in Las Vegas. They do amazing videos too. And right now she also talk about her weight journey with losing weights with the keto method in different type of way, and go into in detail how it goes and what you're gonna think about, no matter if you're vegan or not, and if you're interested even on a lot of hauls, or just listen to her own music too, because she's a musician too, don't forget it. And she did an awesome duet with her husband too, so go and check that side and you can find it too. And when we are in Las Vegas, why don't go to Bones and Black? Or like they said on some days during the week, see you on the dance floor, and you can see Sage do all this acrobatic dancing in different outfits. And in the background, the keeper of the bags is her husband, Sean. And yeah, they are a great couple, and they create their own stuff too and sell them too, so go and check them out. And of course I have another great friend, sorry for my voice, that is Countess. Go and check her channel too, or their channel more likely, because it depends on which type of figure they are for the moment. So they are multi-personality depending who they are. But Countess is the main figure that I learned to know, and Reaper is one other, and of course it's a lot of other figures going on, and it's always new sewing projects going on. So if you like that type of content, or even see how you do some type of makeup too, go there. There's a lot of tips too, especially if you're into this more clown goth look too. That's the perfect place to be. So what I'm gonna talk about more. And yeah, this video might be boring, but I don't have energy to do more. I'm sweating if you look here. I'm sweating. And I feel hot. It's not just that I have reached that age with all the flushes too that women can have. I also have to suffer with this humidity and this heat wave. And I was hoping that it should start getting cooler inside too. But it's so hopeless to get down the temperature. It's gonna take days before it goes down to a more accepted thing. So I was even thinking about having a wig on, but I realized I'm gonna die if I put a wig on. I die already of my own hair, and I see the hairspray is not standing up because I'm sweating. So even in my hair bottom, everything just goes down. And my hair is got to be. Don't even work on my hair to keep it in place. If I want to have a big hair, I can't have it. That's how bad it is. And yeah, I'm only gonna hope that everything goes well anyway. And I didn't want to do too long video. I just want to keep the positive things, and I want to send even more extra positive things to another person that do some type of music here too, and that is always a big, what should I say, supporter of my channel. Who can that be? Who can that be? That supporter is Bloody Riddle. I think it's 999 after 2. He always supports my videos, always comment, and even put very long comments too. And lately start to write back in my own language, and it seemed a bit too perfect too, to just be like from Google Translator. I don't know, either this person have a very good language ear, or språköra, like we said in Swedish, language ear, and do that very good, or have a much better translator than I usually do. Because sometimes when I got things that when people try to translate something from Swedish, not from Swedish, but from English or whatever language it is, and try to put it back into my own language, it sounds really weird sometimes. Sometimes it goes good, or I at least understand. The grammar might not be perfect, but sometimes I'm thinking, what the heck is this meaning? I don't get it. So I need to ask again, what are you talking about? Because this don't make any sense at all. But I want to send some extra vibe to Bloody Riddle 999, because it's an extreme life he lives through, and I know that he sometimes feel that is it really worth to live. And if you wonder why, if you live in a country that had been in war for several years now, and the world is just helping with some bits, but then don't stop this thing that goes on. No, I don't talking about Israel or Palestine. I don't talk about Syria or something like that. I talk about Ukraine. So, you know, it's a whole life. And I have other people I follow, especially on Instagram. I have this girl that is named Morgana, and she do amazing stuff, very witchy stuff, but she also do very good photo shoots, and she dances and do a lot of artistic things. And every time I see a post with her, I tell her, I'm happy to see that you still posting, because that means you're still here with us. And she have also a very difficult life right now, because her husband is one of the fighters, and it's not that often that they can meet. And she even offered herself to travel a lot of miles. And I don't talk English miles, I talk about like Swedish miles. That is, 1 Swedish mile is 10 kilometers. So just point that out. She'd rather go for some hours to even reach, to have a chance to meet him once in a blue moon. Like Trevor usually call it one of the expressions. Just because to see him, because she never knows. He might not survive. And I so hope this mess gonna disappear, because this world is so mad. We need more positive vibes. And that's why I don't understand why so many people bully each other, or are trolling at the internet too, or try to hide themselves, or always so evil or sad with that comments. It can be everything from your eyebrows to you don't look good enough, or whatever, you can't have a boyfriend. It's a little like with me, I got that lately back on me. Oh, you're that type of sad woman that can't keep the man. So now you're doing this thing in front of the camera when he look at my shorts when I do my little dances that I sometimes do. Because I think it's fun. And I think maybe I can let someone else smile when they see that. It's not serious done, it's a little more gothic humor too, in that type of sense. But I also like to dance to music. And I like to show off my outfits. And I think sometimes when you dance, you can show up the outfits much better. And you can see you can actually move in them too. That's the main point. Be comfy and feel secure in your things, no matter how you dress. And today it's a little more, that you see. So, yeah. So I think that stop bullying. Be more positive. Send that. And if you don't have anything nice to say, skip it. Go to something else. If you're that sad person, it's more, we should be more sad about you. It's not we that are the targets that are the sad persons. It's you that is. So that's what I want to say. And yeah, I have probably a lot of other things to talk about, but right now the heat, I don't know, I feel like I have a meltdown or something, because it don't work proper. And sometimes when you do stuff too, when it's this hot. So you just understand now, what the heck was I doing? It was something I should do, but what was it? I just forgot. And then like 2 hours later, oh fuck, that was the thing I should do, and now it's too late. At least it was nothing that important, so I still could get away with it. But you never know, some days it might be something more important. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do other things. I might do a live after this, depending on if I die or something. But I'm gonna have to pick up a drink or something. But at least I hope you're gonna enjoy this type of little chatty thing too. Because I was thinking, should I do a makeup video, get ready? But it's not funny when you're sweating and you don't know if everything stays in place. And I didn't want to put on foundations or other things, so no foundation on. This is my natural color. So yeah. Else, if you're new to my channel, like all type of things, because I'm not the goth in just one box. So please consider to do all the usual stuff. You know what I mean. And for you other subscribers and darklings that always support me, thank you for your support. You're the best. I love you. And be nice. Be weird. Be yourself. And stay safe. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.